Daydreamers, what's going on? Episode 25, Daydreaming. Alright, I think we're back on schedule here. We should be good to go going forward. Okay, so let's catch it all up again. Let's see here. So yesterday was Friday, right? So Friday completed so much of what was going on. There's so many good things that happened because of, sadly, I tried to first push back Retro Fridays. I'm sure for those of you who follow me on Twitter and Instagram, had that notion I was trying. Well, as I was going, I wanted to keep on improving this, improving that, improving this, improving that, and ran out of time. However, though, it's pretty much done. All I have to do now is put up the egg crate foam, which came. Yay! And I'm going to put that everywhere else. So hopefully tomorrow's video, tonight's stream, if you guys are tuning in, which obviously was yesterday's stream. And then tomorrow's daydreaming episode, you guys should have hopefully better sounding audio. Okay, so that was really cool. Lots of hard work put in by not just myself, no, far from it, from a bunch of other individuals, and I'm really happy to have them as my family. Just like you, dreamers. Okay, and then today, what a great meeting I had with one of my teams. Oh, it was so good. So good. And I tell you guys, communication is key. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? But, alright, back to the topic. So, that was really good. Really, really good stuff. Today, got some errands done, ran and got Trader Joe's. That's the place where I normally buy most of my healthier food. And, so that was really good. And I tell you, got a little power nap in there. Say, what? That was good stuff. And then tonight, Scare Me Saturdays, Das Postman. He'll be here. And it's so much fun. He's going to have the whole roomy freaking studio. Normally, guys, if I'm doing this, you'd be like, whoa, you messed up with the green screen and schnut. Not being messed up right now. Yes. Too cool. Too cool. And so that was really good. That's going to be tonight. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's going to be Speedrun Sunday. And we'll still, though, be running Contra and Mega Man 2. Okay? I have not beaten Zelda Link's Awakening casually yet on Retro Friday like I had hoped to yesterday. Therefore, we're going to play it again this Friday. Well, not. When I say again, that's because from the week before we streamed and yesterday we did not stream. And so next Friday we should complete that, thus adding it to Speedrun Sundays and Time Tuesdays. Oh man, that's gonna be cool. It's really cool. This last week and a half or so, just getting so many different things done I've wanted to get done for a long time. And, a little bit stressful, right? I mean, you want to fit all these different things in that you had planned for the day. And then when you start not to, you're like, no. Like, really, I didn't expect to keep on working on stuff on Friday, right? I knew that there were some things that I had ordered too late, and thus they weren't going to get here as soon as I needed them, so I could be like, boop, boop, boop. But with that being said, it's a lot of things, a lot of really good things. And guys, just remember that even though I was fortunate enough to get so much help, I want you to know you should always be trying to find a way to give more than you receive. And I'm not talking about material things like when you're buying a birthday or Christmas or anniversary type gifts. I'm referring just to your overall actions and interactions with each other. There are a lot of people that I interact with that, I would say it's a 95-5, where I'm usually the one trying to interact with them, and maybe they interact a little bit back with me. And this is in many different respects. I'm not just talking about being a streamer or something along those lines. No, it's not as niched as that. It's a lot more. It's just as widespread, right? No matter what we're talking about, we could bring up a topic. You guys will probably put in the comments down below, and I'm sure that I'll be like, thumbs up. You're right. Mm-hmm. And, and you can't get upset about that. I can understand you getting upset about somebody who might change over time, somebody that you were supporting who you felt was a genuine human being and starts to go Hollywood. It's unfortunate. Not everyone can deal with success. But that's, again, that's starting to branch off topic here. What I want you guys to know, because we're not about negativity, we're about positivity. I'm just bringing up the reality. I'm not as optimistic as I always am. I don't just not look at the facts, right? So that's why I made sure to preface that for you guys. I don't think it's all just roses and heart cannons and moonbeams. You know what I mean? It's more than that, and that means when you do what you do, you should feel even better that you did it, right? Because how many individuals won't do that, or will say, "Well, what about me?" Yeah, well, I was a child once as well, and therefore I'm sure I did that plenty of times. I'm sure my father would love to chime in at this exact moment and be like, "Yep, you did." So just remember that. Remember where you came from. Remember when you had nothing, and if you currently feel like you have nothing, you can't fret. Come here, hang out. If you don't care too much for hanging out here, you want more of an active, live audience and dreamers to hang out with, in a sense, come on over. We will be there for you. Just multiple different ways, right? If it's fitness advice, if it was just hanging out and having a good conversation, you just want to feel positive vibes because normally you feel ignored. I mean, guys, we're given. We have to give. If we give, every little bit we get back is a win. You gotta remember that. Because you could give everything and get nothing. So the fact that you get anything back, remember that. And thus, you are coming up ahead. Because obviously, there was no way you could have done something if you didn't have the time to do something, right? So you maximized your time. Currently, maybe as time goes on, you start to build even deeper and stronger relationships, interactions, and networking opportunities with other individuals, and thus those individuals you're going to spend more time on because they're giving even more time to you, and you're like, whoa, I can't let them down. I can't do that. There's just too much on the line, and thus maybe some of those 95-5, 90-10 type relationships might, you might start slinking down to 50-50, or you don't put as much time towards those, only because these other individuals are pouring their heart and soul into you. Don't forget that, right? Don't overlook it as you try. One of my favorite things I always like to talk about, or even just reference, because I'm not some expert in it, even though I do have a history minor. Yeah. I'd hope a book might come hit me in the head or something. But don't spread yourself too thin, just like the Romans did. The Romans were owning, man. They were owning back in the day. And then you just kept on spreading, right? Because they were taking over stuff, right? And obviously, hopefully that's not how you view your interactions on your way of making a brand. I like to think that you're making these choices because you're trying. Obviously, you want to profit off of it. It's a business. You want to at least have a comfortable living situation based off of what you're doing for your dream. However, keep on expanding too far, it's hard to defend all of those areas like the Romans found out. It's hard for you to maintain some of those things. So just remember, you don't want to give up the good for the okay. But then again, only because you're getting okay, don't be negative about it. You can't be. It's a complete waste of time. It really is. Go ahead and vent about it. I'm sure you might have a forum or a family member, a significant other, or maybe even a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. You have different means of which you can vent it all out, get it out, right? Those negative vibes are gone. And then you come back to who you are, and you go out there and you kick some ass, right? That's what we're going to do tonight on Scare Me Saturdays, and hopefully again tomorrow on Speedrun Sundays. Guys, check out yesterday's video over here, because I think you might enjoy the fact that I'm like, whoa, what is going on with me? over here, please subscribe. And dreamers, I will catch you on the flip side.